Welcome to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss science fiction, fantasy, cooking, the outdoors, and more. Well, things still aren't looking too good for Netflix. In an article posted yesterday in The Variety, Netflix has been targeted with a shareholder lawsuit alleging securities fraud after subscriber miss. And from the article itself, it says, Netflix misled investors about declining subscriber growth over the course of 6 months, leading to a massive drop in its stock price, according to a shareholder lawsuit. The lawsuit, filed Tuesday in federal district court in San Francisco, alleges Netflix violated U.S. securities laws by making materially false and or misleading statements, and also because it failed to disclose material adverse facts about the company's business, operations, and prospects. Yeah, that's not good. Last month, Netflix reported a net loss of 200,000 subscribers in the first 3 months of 2022 and forecasted a decline of another 2 million in the second quarter, citing various challenges, including the unsubstantiated password sharing behavior among more than 100 million households that do not pay for the service. Now, I say unsubstantiated because Netflix hasn't actually offered proof that there are that many households sharing passwords. I have no doubt that there are a lot of households doing that, but 100 million seems a little too many. I just don't believe it's that large. So, and of course, Netflix did not respond for a request for a comment from Variety. Going on, the lawsuit, which seeks class action status, seeks unspecified monetary damages on behalf of investors who own Netflix shares between October 19th, 2021 and April 19th, 2022. Now, if you go and look at the current stock trend, you can see why that's the case, because right now, that as of the time that I'm recording this, the stock is down to 188.32. So if we come over here and we look at the last 6 months, which takes it almost that far back, we'd have to go back to a full year. The stock at one point was at $700.99, as I stated in a video I posted a few days ago. And then it dropped dramatically down to today, $188.32 at the moment. That is a huge drop in value. And I agree that, yeah, the company does not appear to be managed too well at this point in time. So coming back over here to the article, those include compensatory damages in favor of plaintiff and other class members against all defendants jointly and severally for all damages sustained as a result of defendants' wrongdoing in an amount to be proven at trial, including interest thereon. Netflix stock suffered its biggest one-day drop on April 20th, the day after reporting its weaker than expected subscriber numbers, falling 35% and shedding $54 billion in market capitalization. $54 billion, that's a ton of money. And that doesn't even include the losses from when the stock was at $700.99 a share back last year. That came after the stock fell 22% on January 21st, after Netflix's fourth quarter 2021 subscriber gains came up short and the company forecast slower growth. According to the lawsuit, Netflix and its top execs employed devices, schemes, and artifices to defraud investors while in possession of material adverse non-public information, the lawsuit reads. They also made untrue statements of material facts and or omitting to state material facts necessary in order to make the statements made about Netflix and its business operations and future prospects in light of the circumstances under which they were made, not misleading, the suit alleges. Per the lawsuit, Netflix misled shareholders going back to its third quarter 2021 earnings report on October 19th, when the company failed to tell investors that Netflix was exhibiting slower customer acquisition growth due to, among other things, account sharing by customers and increased competition from other streaming services. As a result of Netflix's wrongful acts and omissions and the precipitous decline in the market value of the company's securities, plaintiff and other class members have suffered significant losses and damages according to the complaint. Over the period covered in the lawsuit, Netflix's stock prices dropped 67%, which is what I said in my previous video, from a high of $691.69 a share on November 17, 2021, to $226.19 a share on April 20th. The company's shares closed at $204.01 apiece Wednesday. Well, it's below that right now. The lead plaintiff in the lawsuit is Fiyaz Pirani, a trustee of Imperium Irrevocable Trust, which is a Netflix shareholder. The lawsuit names as defendants Netflix as well as co-CEOs Reed Hastings and Ted Sarandos and CFO Spencer Neumann. Well, I don't blame shareholders for filing a lawsuit against Netflix. Its total net value has dropped so dramatically in just a few months. The $54 billion was just a narrow point in time. If you expand that out to when the stock was at $700.99 a share, from that point down to where it is right now, I'm sure that it's probably, somewhere between $50 and $100 billion of capitalization lost in that period of time. So if you are a shareholder of Netflix, here is an opportunity for you to become part of this class action lawsuit if it achieves that status. So, yep, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think things are going to be getting much better at Netflix anytime soon. Thank you for watching today, and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our YouTube channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button below, and please feel free to share a comment. If you would like to see more of our videos in the future and help support this channel, please subscribe right now by clicking on the red subscribe button below. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.